Hey everybody, Slima's here. As you've seen with a brand new jingle for Not a Sidekick Productions, an intro video. We're back with another episode of Previously On, and as always, with me is my co-host Digital Dachi. How's it going tonight, Doc?
Hello. I could be better. I'm fighting a headache, and I think
Mm,
what is probably a sinus infection.
oh, those are fun.
It is not the vid,
Especially
so we gotta worry about
right,
that.
right. I mean, with the weather the way it has been, I mean, it's turned kind of cold the past couple days after being warm, and it's supposed to get warm again this weekend. So understandable. Um, yeah, so this is the week of November the 5th. 5th? 5th? What, you know. It feels like we've been out for a week or so. I don't remember, maybe not.
We didn't do anything last week because
On
yeah, because
Halloween.
of holiday.
Right.
Uh,
So we're back, and it's the 5th.
and I got
5th?
this new
5th?
little audio mixer, which means our audio
Yeah.
may sound better or may sound worse. We'll see in post.
We'll fix it in post. We're professionals here.
I mean, I
Um,
tried it a little after realizing I have to plug headphones in it, not my computer.
he
So I'm a little special, but
he did try it a little, and by a little I mean a lot. There was a lot of say something, say something, say something,
now shut up.
and the thing is, like, I was in theater. I was a theater kid, so you'd think I'd be used to cues to give my lines, but
I mean, you had to have lines, buddy. There was no
well,
lines.
I know that exactly. Let's get right into it. So, what have you been doing these past couple of weeks? Anything fascinating to talk about before we get into the meat and potatoes?
Uh, uh, played Bad for Blood. Tried it out. I like it a lot. We
I
made
do too.
the whole first campaign into a video, which will be going up tonight.
Good. I
Question
hope
mark.
so. It was a lot of fun.
Uh, Minecraft is now cross-platform between Xbox and PC, which has been pretty dope.
Yeah, we also got some videos of that supposedly
Ghostbusters comes out
gonna
next
be going up.
week, and Pokemon comes out next week.
Nice. So we got plenty of good things to talk about in the later half. Anything else that you've been doing recently? That you've done or anything of note within the past week or so to talk?
No, not really.
Well, did you do anything exciting for Halloween? Did you watch anything spooky? Did you trick or
Ow!
treat?
Just hurt myself. No, I worked on Halloween.
Did Was there anybody dressed in costume at your workplace?
Yeah, and they all had to quit wearing their costumes because it was teenage girls that work up front, and it was a no-no.
Well, I mean, like
Apparently, you can't wear skimpily laid
outfits in
clothes.
customer service.
Yeah.
Did you see any customers like wearing outfits into their costumes?
My niece and nephew actually came and seen me because our
Mm.
Halloween here in our area was on Saturday instead of
Okay.
Sunday.
Sunday. Yeah, Sunday was actual Halloween.
Yeah, they did it Saturday. My niece was Chucky, and very convincing Chucky.
Oh, creepy.
But you're terrified of Chucky, but it was like the Chucky from 3, more or less. I had all the scars all over the face and stuff.
I don't
And
watch three. I watched the first two when I was too young.
my nephew went as a skeleton, which was
That's cool.
he wouldn't wear his mask, and I'm just having a lot of
Mm.
disciplinary problems out of those two. But I digress.
Well,
They're only
yeah,
4 and 6, so they'll get there.
that's understandable. They're kids. Kids will be kids.
They'll get
Kids
there,
will be.
or tie them up by
Eh,
their toes in a tree somewhere.
goodness gracious.
I would never actually do that.
Fair enough. Yeah, but it does sound like a fun
Maybe.
time. Speaking of children, mine just turned a month old this past Saturday.
Round of applause. Round of applause.
It's been a month. We've made it a month.
I like how I'm the one that gives a round of applause, and you just sitting there like,
I'm saying we survived our first month with a child.
well,
And so far
I would argue that she
he's
survived her first month with you.
it was a joint effort. Honestly, it was a joint effort. Um, but no, I mean, like I said, she seems to be doing good. Like other than normal little baby things and normal parent worries and stuff. She seemed to be doing pretty good. She seemed to be growing and eating and healthy for the most part that I can tell. I mean, again, I'm new here, so But yeah, we're enjoying it. Like I said, I mean, in the we're enjoying the good times and pushing through the bad times. That's how we're doing it right now. One day at a time, and it's been one day at a time for the past month, which has not been bad. Like I mean, we've actually, you know, it does feel like we're getting a little bit more of a routine or getting a little bit more adjusted. And I know with kids, eventually all that's going to go out the window because the older she gets, everything's going to change just as soon as we think. But we're trying to be more open to enjoying it and just embracing the good times when we have them and just, staying strong through the rough patches when she doesn't want to eat or sleep, or she fights sleep worse than about anybody I know other than maybe myself, or like she gets so tired and she will get so mad at the fact that she's tired, but then she'll fight it. She fights the sleep and then gets angry that she's not sleeping or that because she wants to sleep. And it's just a whole mess. She's so afraid she's going to miss something. Even when she sleeps, she still have one eye kind of open for a little bit before she'll finally close it. Like she just has to take everything in, which I get it. She's new. She's experiencing the whole world, but it's like she gets so angry at the fact that she can't sleep or that she has to sleep. Um,
To be
but
fair,
yeah,
I hate sleeping too, so I can kind of relate.
I mean, here's the thing: I love to sleep. I love sleeping, but I am bad for wanting to cram as much time in a day in as I can. Like I am the type of person that I'm so afraid. I've got so much time, especially with like work and stuff. I'm like, okay, I get this amount of time where I'm not at work, whether it's after work, before work, or on my days off. And I don't like going to sleep. I don't want to like take naps. I don't want to be sick. I want to try to cram every single little thing in that I can while I can. But now that being said, then once I get tired enough and I do fall asleep, I enjoy the heck out of that sleep.
See,
But
I'm not that way at all. I hate sleeping. It is the worst thing. But I have constant nightmares, so
I'm sorry.
I kind
I
of.
have some nightmares. They're always really weird, but you know. So other than that, we put up our Christmas tree this week. I know you're thrilled about that, but it's November, which means we can start getting ready to celebrate Christmas. Um,
I disagree.
well, I mean that's fair. To each their own, but
No,
we
to
enjoy it
each
here.
only me.
That made no sense. Which so speaking of
I'm
Christmas, we
drunk
did
on
start.
ibuprofen. What do you want from me?
Fair enough. We did start on some Christmas movies. We watched movie called I'll Be Home for Christmas, which is an old 90s movie with Jonathan Taylor Thomas. And then we watched The Family Stone, which 2000 something is a good movie too. It's a classic. We watch both of those usually about once a year around Christmas time. Tonight, however, we're doing a fun little thing that we'd seen this done online with Marvel movies, with Disney movies, and my brother-in-law actually done it with horror movies, where it's this thing we've seen it a lot on TikTok, where like the couples will do it. They'll do like a movie date night thing where they'll have a bunch of envelopes with different movies and themed dinners or food to go with that movie. They don't know what it is, so they got to randomly pick one, open it up, and whatever movie and themed dinner is with it, then that's what they do for the night. So I made a bunch of those for Christmas movies this year because we really wanted to try doing it. And by the time we really decided to do it, it was already too late for Halloween because it was like the week of Halloween. So we decided to just do it for Christmas. And so
Oh, that's
tonight
fair.
we are watching Elf, and I'm gonna do a little video and be posting like a little TikToky video or something to do with that. So keep an eye out for that. And doing like a little themed dinner. Got some ideas for a dinner around that, so that'll be fun to keep an eye out for.
Is it gonna be spaghetti with M&Ms in it?
Close.
Oh God.
We are doing a spaghetti dinner, but I'm not doing like the syrup and M&Ms and marshmallows. We're just doing a regular spaghetti dinner, and then
Are
going
you
to
not
do.
surprised that I know that though?
I am a little bit, but
My aunt loves that movie.
good movie. It's a really good movie. We're doing like actual spaghetti dinner, and then we're doing it's like green Hawaiian punch type stuff. Like it looks like kind of like elf green, and then we got cookies with M&Ms in them, like the little candy
Oh
cookie
yeah.
things. So I
Oh
think that'll be
yeah.
fun. Next week we're doing a Christmas movie that you may actually, I feel like you would relate to a lot. It's called How the Grinch Stole Christmas.
What are you
So
trying to say there, sir?
trying to say you're a bit of a Grinch, but that's
Oh, I'm
okay.
a lot of a Grinch. I ain't even gonna begin.
But it is a good movie though. The Jim Carrey Grinch movie is fantastic. I highly recommend it if you've not seen it.
I have
Uh,
seen that, but
Also on the watching, we've been watching a lot of Community because it's one of my favorite TV shows and sitcoms. And like for everybody, like my wife's is The Office. Like she can watch the Office episodes on repeat, season after, like just constantly repeat the same episodes and watch the show, just binge it all day long. And for me, that's Community. I love Community. I can watch it 24/7. It's some of the best writing and best humor on television. And then other than that, we've been watching Titan season 3. Finally getting around to catching up on Titans third season. We're not. I don't remember what episode we left off on. I know the last episode we watched, but I don't know what number it was. And I don't really want to give away too many spoilers.
well, I don't know most of it, but our viewers may not.
True. I want to give a spoiler warning. Skip ahead like 5 minutes. I'm just literally going to describe the last thing that happened, so Dot, you'll know where I'm at. So skip ahead 5 minutes from now. Okay, so it's the episode where Dick takes Scarecrow out to the place where Bruce supposedly trained them as Robins, and then him and Jason have that big fight in the woods in the middle of the night, and the helicopter shows up and
And
shoots
shoot
him, and
stick.
then yeah. So that's the last episode we watched. So it's interesting, going rather interestingly, I should say. But yeah, so we're enjoying that pretty good. Have you been watching or watched anything of note?
Uh, I've been watching a lot of like weird hunting stuff. I'm not a hunter.
I
I'm
seen that.
not.
I seen that on the YouTube thing.
But I've been watching a lot of like deers and stuff get shot. I don't. I don't know. I don't know what's wrong with me.
That sounds of a sociopath.
Well, I mean, I like the fact that they're not wasting the meat and stuff. Like they're not just
Right,
killing them
right.
for
Like
sport. They're
I,
they're
I,
killing them for sport and for food,
I
which I
would like to
can
say I would
be
kill for
behind.
some good deer jerky right now, but I guess that's the point.
Yeah, I would love to have some deer jerky, but really, I've just been I actually have been shiny hunting on Pokemon Let's Go Pikachu. I'm trying to get shiny Charmander. Where all my times
Nice.
went, so I haven't really been
Have you,
watching much.
have you had any luck?
No, I finally got it to where they spawn every time they new set of Pokemon spawn up though, which took 2 hours or something.
Dang. Still though, I wish you the best of luck. I know a buddy of mine that I worked with. He played this game called Pokemon Planet on the PC. It's like a
Yes, that's a
also.
very fun game.
Yeah, I'd played it with him for a long time, for a while there. It's a lot of grind. That game, you talk about grinding for stuff, that game's a lot of grind. And like I guess he's been grinding for the past who knows how many months, honestly, trying to get Moltres to spawn because you have to get like your rate on stuff and spawn rate and kind of it's almost like getting shiny grinding type stuff. But he's gotten Zapdos and Articuno, and he's trying to get Moltres, the third of the legendary birds, and he is having a time with it. But he's been trying. He's dedicated, more dedicated than I am. Fell out on Pokemon Planet because I wasn't up to the grind, to be honest. But it was fun. Just I like the in the games where you just go up to the legendaries and they're there, or you can just catch Pokemon that in Pokemon Planet are considered like rare, ultra rare, and you got to play for hours through muddling through to get like you can
The
catch
thing
a
that
little bit
turns me
easier.
away from Pokemon Planet, if it's the
Yeah,
same one I'm thinking of, if you breed Pokemon, you lose one of the Pokemon you breed.
That I don't know. I've never tried the breeding on there,
Well,
so maybe.
if it's the right one, maybe it's Poke MMO. I can't remember, but regardless, one of the two games, you literally lose the parent Pokemon, which really aggravates me.
I can see that.
Because like, if
Um,
you have a 6 out of 6 IV Pokemon, why would you?
right.
I mean, I don't know. Maybe I'm missing something there. I mean, I know you got to breed to get that kind of Pokemon, but still.
But still, yeah, to
Speaking
lose
of
one,
which,
yeah.
either next week or the week after, Diamond and Pearl remakes. Wham
I
bam,
know.
thank you, ma'am.
I know. I'm gonna miss out on it, but
I'm
I
getting
will
Diamond.
eventually get it. I will eventually get it because I do want to play it. I've never got to play Diamond or Pearl either
I
one.
didn't either.
But in the situation I'm in, I don't have the Switch, have a Switch, or obviously the money to get the game. But I'm going to get there. Actually, working. I've started back, as you know, from work, from the baby maternity leave and stuff. So catching up on a few bills, and then hoping sometime a little after Christmas, maybe that. Especially, my goal is I want to have a Switch and Pokemon games before Pokemon Legends Arceus comes out because that's the one
It's gonna
I'm
be great.
really excited for. Yeah, I want to play Diamond and Pearl. Don't get me wrong, and I will get those, but those I'm okay with waiting on. But I mainly want to get a Switch before Arceus comes out because that's the one I'm really banking to play. Um, but you will have to let me know how Diamond and Pearl is, and definitely keep me posted on it because I am excited for it to come out. Like I said, it's one of the few generations that eluded me back
I've
in the
never
day, back when it
played
first came out.
those two or the black and white twos.
I've not played Diamond and Pearl, and I've only played, I think it was either Black 2 or White 2. I didn't even get to play the first Black and Whites, but I got to play one of the second one. And
I think
even then, I
those are
didn't
the
get to play
only
it
ones I
much.
haven't watched or what I played. 'Cause I played Diamond, or I didn't play Diamond and Pearl. That's the one I'm fixing to play. Played X and Y, Sun and Moon, all of which were amazing.
Yeah.
Uh, and
Sword and
then
Shield.
Sword and Shield, and then the Let's Go games. Which fight me if you want. I don't care. Let's Go games are fun.
I like them. I really enjoyed it. Me and the wife had that back when we first got a Switch, like a while back. Um, and we got Let's Go Pikachu, and or no, we got Let's Go Eevee. We had Let's Go Eevee. And it was a lot of fun. We really enjoyed it, especially because where it had like a multiplayer aspect where like I could join in and we did like team battles and stuff on everything. It made for a lot of fun. It was a really nice little co-op Pokemon-y type game for us. And it was a good stroll down memory lane. You get to go back to Kanto, which is reliving the
Red,
glory
blue, and
days.
yellow.
Yeah. Have you played anything else? I know we talked about Back for Blood. That's one of the things that I had on my list to talk
We
about.
got
So
Back for Blood. We played
played
Minecraft.
some Minecraft.
Uh, I played a little
But
bit more New World. I haven't touched it much though.
gotcha.
Animal Crossing's new update came out day before yesterday,
Nice.
or maybe it's a couple of days ago. I can't remember, but it was recent, like within a week.
It looked decent. It looked like a decent update.
Considering they haven't gave one in like a year, it was a huge
Yeah,
update.
fair enough.
What
Yeah,
else do we
compared to that.
got? What else have we played? That was
Well, I
pretty
played a
much it.
game. I played a game called Unpacking. It's like a little indie game that just got added to Games Pass. It's more like a little relaxing-y type indie game. You literally just take. It goes through different years. I think the first year is like 1996 or 97 or something like that. But and it's you've just moved into like this place and it's just your bedroom, but you get to unpack these boxes and it's you've got like a old boombox type thing. You've got um you get like a boombox DVD. You get like you have your stuffed animals. You have a notebook and stuff, and you kind of just place it somewhere in the room. And then the next level was like 2001, and you're at college and you got to decorate your dorm or unpack into your dorm, but you can put stuff pretty much anywhere you want it. But I don't know, it's like a really relaxing game, right? It's just a nice little kind of organizational, relaxing type thing. So I'm really enjoying it. I've got like through all. I'm at 2007 now, and I'm at like a little apartment that
Oh,
I'm
yeah.
I'm unpacking into. But other than that, yeah, Back for Blood I think is the only other big thing that I wanted to talk about. Specifically, I wanted to discuss Back for Blood and its ties to Left 4 Dead. Playing Back for Blood, it's very similar. It's pretty much a what's the word I'm looking for? Like a legacy kind of thing, like a very inspired by Left 4 Dead series.
Oh, it
Uh,
absolutely is.
and so I wanted to get into and talk a little bit about Left 4 Dead because you and I were big on the Left 4 Dead and Left 4 Dead 2 train. Us and some of our friends and family and stuff. We used to play through those games and campaigns and stuff, especially Left 4 Dead 2 a lot.
Oh,
Like,
yeah. I used to when I first found out what Steam was, I played a lot of Left 4 Dead 2 because uh never mind. I got a weird email just in my bad. But
okay.
I downloaded a Mario map because Steam, even to this day, people are still churning out maps for Left 4 Dead 2. You can get on there, you can play them, but it's just I love that aspect of Steam and the Steam Workshop, the communities. They come up with some great maps. Like the one map, it was literally a Mario map. It was amazing.
To try that. Sounds fun. I'll have to eventually look into that because yeah, I miss Left 4 Dead 2, dude. We used to play it on the 360. Gosh, like every day we'd come home and play a campaign or two. Like we knew some of those maps inside and out, which was going to bring me to a little bit of a question, a little bit of a debate question here for you as to what mm, w- I know it may be hard to remember because I'm trying to play through all of them in my head, but what was one of or was your favorite campaign to play through, favorite map on the original, like not the modded maps, but
The
back in Left 4 Dead
original,
or
like
Left 4
Left
Dead
4 Dead
2?
and Left 4 Dead 2.
Yeah.
I like the first city map you did on 2.
Okay.
I didn't care
I
much
get
for
you.
the bio map because there was just 15 witches on it, but that's your specialty. You love them things for some reason.
I didn't love them. I loved hunting them. I liked
But
the
I mean,
idea.
I literally okay. Picture this: you're going through there, you hear the witch. I'm a whiny little girl. I'm a bitch.
Why?
Anyway, what they
Oh
were all
man.
females. What do you want from me? So you go by, everybody turns their flashlight out, nobody messes with it. Here comes James with a shotgun. I'll be back. Boo, 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 boo. Sound like Terry Crews and Expendables going off in a hallway.
Cor- Just minor corrections here. I didn't really use a shotgun that much. 9 times out of 10, it was with a revolver Magnum. I
Whatever,
loved
it
the Magnum
sounded
in
the
there.
same.
Well, yeah, they still had that same kicking power. But yes, the thing is, okay, this was James was real big. This had a Van Helsing complex. Okay, I was obsessed with the Hugh Jackman Van Helsing movie that came out
It
back
was
in the
great.
day. And any kind of like again like Buffy the Vampire Slayer, any of these like supernatural type things. And so in my head, I was like, the moniker as witch hunter just sounds cool. Being a witch hunter. And I'm like, that's gonna be my role. I'm a witch hunter. And so anytime I see or hear a witch, it doesn't matter if it's not in our path or if we can get around it, I'm killing it because that keeps somebody else from running into it in the future. I was doing a public service.
Okay, what
And
about the ones that were in the buildings on the offshoots that we never went down? Oh, don't you?
you telling me we missed some?
I'm telling you that you would go out and look for them even if we weren't going to be on that part of the map.
Well, yeah, because I'm a witch hunter. What kind of witch hunter doesn't hunt witches? Then I'm just a nothing hunter.
Somebody, I'm too ill for this. Help.
I had two favorite maps that I can remember and think of right now. One of them was called Hard Rain,
Yeah,
and
I like
so
that one.
yeah, because it's on the way back. You literally go through one way, and then you literally come backwards through the same campaigns that you did the first
Well,
two
that's the one I
campaigns.
was talking about. All the witches are on, I think.
Well,
Or
it's in
was
like
that
the
something
third part
Harvest?
of it. Yeah, yeah, you're something Harvest. I know it was the one you're talking about. But it's in that same like campaign, but it was a different like part of it, I think. Um, because again, the first part you go through the town and stuff, and it's like just normal. You get off the boat and you go through the town. Then the second part is something else, and then you go through the witch part, which is like the deep bayou type stuff. And then hard rain is when you're coming back through the town to go towards the boat, and it's just like downpour rain and stuff. Um, that one's really good. Also, I like the city. I think it's called the Parish.
Yeah, the
It's
Parish. It's
where
the first map. It was the
the demo
demo, or it's 2 when it came
be,
out. Which
because
I'm
the
glad there's
jukebox.
not like a so glad there's not like a lockout mechanic for demos, because I would have only been allowed to play it for like an hour. 'Cause I replayed that
Right.
and replayed it,
And
replayed it.
right, and that's the thing you see now is a lot of them. It's like it's timed, right? Or once you've run through it, you're done. And that's big nowadays, but it wasn't like that back in the day. Like you said, we ran that demo. We played that demo. Man, uh, goodness, we ran it a lot. And there was a lot of games we did like that. That we would just replay the demo. Mafia 2 is a great example. Before I played Mafia 2 the full game, we had the Mafia 2 demo, and me and my brother, like, we would just get on there because it's only you basically have it's an open world type sandbox map type game. You're in this old timey New York City type place. It's called Empire Bay, but it's basically New York City. Um, and the thing is, if you follow the exact directions and you go, there's one spot on the map that if you go to it, it triggers the cutscene. You play it, and it ends the demo. But as long as you avoided that one spot in the map, you could just drive around town, listen to the music, go to the stores, change your car, do everything that you would normally do, free play kind of style. You just stay clear of that one road, and it's like a dead end road anyway, so it's like real easy to avoid, and you're good to go. And we would play that like every day and play it for hours on end. Just we would just get in there, listen to the old school music, drive around, change our cars, cause trouble with the cops. But nowadays, you get like a 30-minute window and then it's done. What happened? What happened to our demos? Why?
Because they can tease you to make you want to pre-order it. I mean, think about when we used to play Spyro on the little PlayStation discs.
Yeah.
Like, I
Well, yeah, we
literally,
used to get demo discs.
yeah, God World.
That's how old we were.
Anyway,
Yeah.
I remember playing Spyro the Dragon, which I have the reignited trilogy on my Switch. And
Jealous.
I literally can do that first starting area with my eyes closed, because that was the starting part of the game on the disc. And I remember Spyro had it, Tom Clancy not Splinter Cell. Or was it Splinter Cell? It was one where you tase people and they catch on fire if you held it too long. Might have been
Oh, okay.
Splinter Cell.
Yeah.
I don't know. These games are like,
Interesting. I'm checking some stuff here, but I'm still here.
but those were games that I would play over and over and over and over and over and over. And I know it's a little bit messed up that I'd catch a computer on fire and watch it burn, but whatever.
Yeah, I agree. Like I said, we used to play. What was the one demo? I remember we had a demo disc that had for PlayStation 2 that had Shadow of the Colossus. It had
I beat that
Katamari.
game. Like, Shadow of the Colossus is a big game if you don't know where to go. And I didn't really know where much to go, and I had a guy kind of helping me and showing me along the way. But for the amount of time it took me to beat it, I was like the third fastest on his save of his place. No, it might have been fourth or fifth. I can't remember. I beat it pretty quick. It was like 11 hours.
That ain't bad. Yeah, see, I've not got to play Shadow of the Colossus like outside of the demo, but I played the demo a lot. And see, on that demo disc, I played Shadow of the Colossus a lot, and there may have been one other game that I was real hooked on. And then my brother played um, what was the one he played? Crap, Katamari. The Katamari one was the one he was obsessed with. He would play that one religiously. Um,
Never played Katamari. I don't even know what that is.
sorry guys, I'm not professional at all. I'm just doing getting a little bit of stuff done here real quick on the side. Um, just had to something come up that I'm taking care of.
So we'll
So
jump into
we
this part, I guess. How's this
yeah,
audio equipment sound?
that sounds pretty good. I mean, to me, I've not really noticed too much issue out of it.
Like, I'm actually over
Um,
here able to, like, I'm kind of tapping my desk a little.
See, I'm not hearing that.
Now if I do this,
I
obviously
heard
you heard
that.
that.
Yeah, it sounded like you just hit somebody with
This
a
is the
bag over
Go
their head.
XLR Mini. Nice little device. I didn't know how to run it at first because I'm silly and used to you keep your headphones plugged into a computer, but it actually got a headphone jack. So, what was your favorite part of Back for Blood? Sir?
um, One of my favorite parts was that you could go to the gun range inside of your own camp to where you practice shooting, and they have all the guns, all the melee and stuff. And then friendly fire was on, so you could still fight and kill each other over and over and over again inside of your own camp. It went from we turned that game from a zombie Left 4 Dead style game into
James
Call
Bond.
of Duty Deathmatch.
Oh, it was more like James Bond, how we used to play it. God, them were the days.
Ah, 007, GoldenEye.
Freaking
Jeez.
rocket launchers with jetpacks was our only things we were allowed to
Oh,
use.
yeah.
Those were
What was the
so
one?
fun.
Yeah, that wasn't GoldenEye. GoldenEye was 64. You're talking about on GameCube. I know exactly what you're talking about. GameCube, it was Agent Under Fire, maybe.
I don't know, but it was great. That's all I know.
And I remember the level. It was the Docks was the one we
Oh
played
yeah, it was the
all the
docks. It was the
time.
docks or
And
that one that was
God, man, yeah, we had jetpacks and rocket launchers, and we would just fly around, just noob tubing each other. Golly, that's memories. That has hit me with a wave of nostalgia tonight.
well, I
Dang,
mean,
that
I
takes
do you
me
know
back.
what another thing that I think of when I think about that game? The
What?
sharks with lasers attached to their heads. On
Golly.
that last level when you do it.
Yeah,
You get
you
off
gotta
that
play through it.
submarine. God, it's an old game.
Jeez, that's a lot of fun, dude. I miss those games. I wish they'd report those or master those. That would be great.
Oh, I
We
wouldn't put
don't.
it out
Do
of the
we
realm of
have?
possibilities.
We got to think also on. There was another GameCube 007 game, Rogue Agent. I think we played. Like I said, there's a lot of good games. Like the, I mean, if you think about it, from GoldenEye 007 all the way through, James Bond games had been known for like multiplayer, really fun, awesome multiplayer. And then here recently, most of the recent James Bonds, at least to my knowledge, like they've had James Bond games on Xbox 360 and
They've been all
Xbox One and
single
stuff,
player, haven't they?
but they've been all single player. And that kind of baffles me because I'm like, these games have such a legacy within multiplayer that it's kind of crazy that that's kind of where we're at now with it. So, but geez, yeah, and I miss it. So, one of the other things I did want to touch, speaking of memories, but also being made modern, couple more things I want to touch on tonight. So, is some movie trailer. So we talked about Ghostbusters movie trailer earlier, or Ghostbusters movie coming out next week, I think.
Next Thursday, I believe it is.
Man, I'm excited for that one. I don't know. I'm hoping it'll come to streaming soon. I don't know when I'll actually get to watch it, but I'm hoping it'll come out soon because that one looks good. I'm a big Ghostbusters fan. Do I have it behind me? I do. I don't know if you can see it on my camera, but up here, I'll just nab it down real quick. I have my Ray Stantz tumbler, Ghostbuster.
On Rocket League, I have the uh, Ectoplasm 1
Nice.
full with when I make a goal, the Steak Puff Marshmallow Man pops out and then melts and he looks disgusting.
Also have the library ghost. Yeah,
I'm just a huge fan of anything paranormal.
same. I can get behind that.
Albeit we've
Um,
dealt with a lot of crazy stuff on our own rights, it's
True. That's
still
fair.
a great power to be respected, regardless if you agree or not. I mean, you are welcome to it. I'm a
Right.
wholehearted believer due to certain circumstances I've dealt with.
Right.
But
I
the
think that's the way
powers
it is
that
for a
they
lot of
can
people.
wield and the power that you yourself have over them and don't even realize through your own personal energies, it's astounding.
Yeah, it's like I said, it's astounding and profound all at the same time. It's just I don't know, it's something different about it, which I mean is the whole point, I guess. But yeah, there's a whole and I do eventually want to do a future episode of either this or just a separate episode, kind of discussing more on the paranormal and supernatural kind of topics. Uh, Speaking of movies, however, the other things I wanted to touch on is a couple superhero movie trailers that I don't know if you've seen yet that
I
have
watched
come
the
out
more
on the
recent one
movie
if
front.
that's what you're asking about.
The new one?
It's great.
Yeah, it's good.
So,
It looks really
so the
good.
Daily Bugle's in it.
I didn't even see that.
That's
I
the
missed that.
newspaper that Morbius is being
Right. Yeah,
put in.
okay.
It also
Gotcha.
has a picture of what appears to be Tobey Maguire's
And
Spider-Man.
says murderer on
There's
it.
murderer
Yeah.
on it. Uh,
But then Michael Keaton's Vulture is in it.
yep, Mike Keaton's Vulture's in it.
But then he also references Venom because he jokes around with that dude saying, I am Venom. And he's like, no, I'm just kidding with you. So the big topic is what universe is he in? What freaking multiverse
Well,
is
have you
Morbius taking place?
watched Carnage yet?
No, it's not come. It's not out yet. I've not been able to.
This is why I can't discuss this trailer with you and my
Okay,
thoughts.
we will save the trailer.
Ah,
Save this. I don't want any spoilers because I really it is destroying me that I can't watch Carnage. But new parent life. I've not been to the movies since what did we go see? We seen something right before the baby was born.
uh, Shang-Chi.
Shang-Chi. Shang-Chi is the last thing I got to see in theaters. Which was also amazing, and I can't wait for it to come out on Disney Plus so I can watch it again. It comes out on the 12th, maybe the 12th, November 12th. So I've got like a week until Shang-Chi comes out, and I can watch it again and get my wife to watch it. But yeah, I'm waiting for Carnage to come to any kind of streaming or something so I can watch it. Um, the other trailer I want to talk about is the new Batman trailer. I don't know if you got to see the new Batman trailer, the one from this year's DC fandom that they released.
One where it's got the Riddler, like the question mark in the cup,
Think so.
and
Yeah,
he's
yeah, I think
punching people
so.
with electric
Oh,
fists or whatever.
right, right. Yeah, yeah. And then like the end, he's chasing Penguin, and the car flips upside down, but he shows Batman walking, but it's like upside down.
Yeah, yeah. I watched that
That
whole trailer.
that's
Uh,
a good trailer.
the Flash trailer. We've talked about it a little bit, but that's gonna be such a messed up movie.
Michael Keaton's a busy man. he's he is double timing it on superhero
Well, I
movies.
can only imagine that Michael Keaton is not going to be very far into the Flash movie because I think Barry, personal opinion, Barry's going to accidentally fall into Michael Keaton's universe.
Right.
Because why would Michael Keaton's Batman all of a sudden be like, you can go to any
Being his.
universe, you can go to any time, yet you choose to defend the one you're in. So, you know,
Good theory.
which is
I
weird
like it.
because Batman would never tell Barry to mess with Tom,
No,
in my
of course
opinion.
not. No, because he knows all too well the consequences of stuff like that. He would be smart enough to know and telegraph the consequences of it.
But this is older Bruce Wayne who's been through a lot.
This is true. Yeah, he went. He was there, then he returned, and now it appears he's returning again. uh, yeah. I mean, here's my thing too. Here's a question because we watched the other day. My wife and I watching the series on Netflix called "The Movies That Made Us," and they basically go into behind the scenes makings of and all these little behind the scenes facts and making of popular movies, right? So for Halloween, the recent season, they had the original John Carpenter Halloween. They had Nightmare on Elm Street, Friday the 13th, Aliens, um, and they have others on there. They have some Christmas ones like Elf, Back to the Future, Die Hard, Ghostbusters,
I've
and one
never
of the ones
watched Die
we watched.
Hard for those who want to
Well,
shame
I'm
me.
hoping you will come over and watch that with us this year, um, because I think you'd enjoy it. I
Is
actually think
Die
you'd
Hard
like
a
it.
Christmas music movie?
Here's the thing. There's two camps. Camps of people that say it is, camps of people that say it isn't. Bruce Willis says that it's not, but also his answer to it when they asked Bruce Willis, "Is Die Hard a Christmas movie?" He said, "No, it's a Bruce Willis movie." And I'm just like, cheeky. But here's the thing. I like to think that it is appropriate to watch it at Christmas because in the movie, it takes place at his wife's office Christmas party. But it's definitely more of an actiony movie. Also, the movie came out in July when it was originally released, so like
Well, Christmas in
it's
July.
right. So it's more of like a action movie, but Christmas is in it. Um, I like to consider it a Christmas movie, but in an effort to convince you to watch it, um, I'm going to say that you don't have to consider it a Christmas movie if that helps you.
I mean, I'll watch it regardless, I guess, but
Good. I own all 5 on DVD. I own the first 4. I own 2 copies of the first 4, and then the 5th one was in because I had an old Die Hard collection, which had 1 through 4 in it. Then I ended up getting a newer collection, which had 1 through 5 in it. And then I've still got both collections, I'm pretty sure, around here somewhere. I also own all of the Mission Impossibles except for the most recent one with Henry Cavill.
I've never seen a Mission Impossible movie.
Well, here's the thing. I like Die Hard better. That's why I can watch all 5 of the Die Hards and enjoy them more. Mission Impossible, I enjoy. The first one, I need to rewatch because when I originally watched it, I'm just like, compared to the others, just okay. Second one was all right. Third one was really good. The fourth one is probably my favorite, and then like everything after that's been good. Like it kind of
Ain't Tom Cruise in that?
Yes.
See, I've never been a Tom Cruise person.
Well,
he's okay.
Stick with me, pal. Stick with me. I'll help you out. I know the right Tom Cruise movies to watch. That's the thing. You got to know the right ones to watch. War of the Worlds is a really good Tom Cruise movie.
That is a good movie,
Samurai
I will say
is a good
that.
Tom Cruise
Did you know, and this would be something that it would be incredibly hard to do now, but when War of the Worlds first came out, it was a radio series. But nobody knew.
Didn't know that.
Nobody, like, they would catch it in the middle and people would start panicking. Because they thought it was a legit
like it was
news
actually
story
happening.
I
People remember
were
hearing
killing
about
themselves.
Yeah.
They were stealing off each other and boarding up houses.
Dude.
Like, it went bonkers.
Well, dude, that's just like marketing, man. That's just like they did that with Blair Witch, right?
Well, The Purge. You were working at Walmart with me when that happened.
So I'm saying when these things, they did these viral marketing ploys, and then everybody bought into it, hook, line, and sinker, because they didn't know what this was about. But it's interesting, right? Like, you look at something as recent as The Purge, even back in the 90s, you had Blair Witch, but H.G. Wells' War of the Worlds, that was so long ago. So they've been doing stuff like this for so long with these viral marketing ploys, and people like buying into it. So you got to be careful. You got to be careful how you're willing around these things.
Not wrong.
But yeah, needless to say, I am pretty excited about all these new things coming out, and we will discuss more. I think we're going to be about at the close today for this week's episode. But again, I did want to say, so we've got previously on is going to be going up. We got a couple episodes of Back for Blood. We got a couple episodes of Minecraft possibly going up. I may try to do a little bit more Visage this week. I got 2 episodes of it up. So yeah, we definitely got more. Oh, and we have that one video. I don't know. We did one video kind of doing like 2-minute 2-sentence spooky stories and stuff. I don't know where we're at on that,
We're
on
the fence off. We're putting that up.
Well, that's what I'm saying. That's why I'm just bringing it. If you guys want to see it,
we can hash that out though. We can figure it out.
Yeah. So you all let us know how you feel about that. And either way, you know how the best way to know if it gets put up or not? Subscribe, share, ring the bell, like the channel, comment below. Let us know what you do want to see, what you don't want to see. Let us know what you like. Let us know if you're excited for any of these movies or games. Let us know some of your memories with the old school demos and demo discs. If you had a certain demo that you played over and over and over again.
And if you like to shoot your buddy 92 times in the face in Back for Blood.
In Back for Blood, if you enjoy going to that part of it. So yeah. But yeah, definitely more to come. So
And
Dante, any
again, for
final
those
words?
that are around here that's been watching, I do apologize for my lethargicness. I know I look like a bag of bones, but I have yet again fell under the weather somehow. Much
I feel you.
not enough sleep.
I
I just
know.
don't sleep enough.
Well, I know I've not been all here either, but again, that 1 month old baby, it's my brain is focused on parenting.
But
You know.
we'll get all this stuff uploaded and we will see you guys in the next one.
See you guys. Bye.